Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. Y'all, do you like D&D? I do not. Shocking, I know. Did you know I'm not actually a fan of D&D? I like watching D&D, but I don't like playing D&D, okay? I also like that show Harmon Quest back in the day. Stuff like that where like they animate the story and stuff. I love that stuff like The Legend of Vox Machina. Love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love D&D. I just don't like playing D&D. I like watching it. But you guys, listen. I think this might be too much. Grab your vibes and your delights and let's jump into the story called Am I the asshole for telling my husband he can't hang out with his friends for 10 straight hours? Let's find out. No, I'm kidding. I, 28 female, have been married for 7 years to my husband, 34 male. Every other week, my husband goes and hangs out with his friends, and it's not like they're drinking or going to bars. They're literally hanging out at one of their houses playing D&D or Magic the Gathering. As an MTG girly, that makes me so happy. But I get it though. 10 hours is way too long. It's too long. It's too long, guys. All right. So he goes out and plays MTG or D&D. I have no interest in D&D or Magic, so I'm happy that he has a group of friends that he can hang out with. He hangs out with his friends from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. every other Saturday, and I don't really say anything to him about it because he does deserve to have time to himself, even though it can be sometimes an inconvenience, but sometimes telling him to cancel a night due to life events for a fun activity I would like to do can cause him to complain and get upset that he never gets to hang out with his friends. Okay, OP, I got you. Was the longest fucking sentence. It was so fucking long. But I got you though. I got you. We currently share a car after his became unrepairable. I also help take care of my younger special needs brother, so during the weekends, I like to take him out and do something fun for him since he doesn't get to leave the house much during the weekdays. My husband asked me today if it was okay for him to hang out with his friends this Saturday, and I didn't really have anything planned, so I told him that was fine, and he told me that he'll be gone from noon to 10 Saturday. And that caught me off guard because usually he never takes a full day to go hang out with his friends. And I asked if he could possibly carpool, right, with a friend so I could have the car, but he said he would need the car to sit at someone's house and play D&D for 10 plus fucking hours. You're getting suspicious. I'm going to be so honest with you. That okay. Let's keep going before but that was definitely a red flag cuz that's not normal. It's different and now they're asking for more time and they're demanding the car, which they quite literally will not be using while they're okay. Let's keep going. I let him know that I didn't think he needed 10 hours to hang out with his friends and that we could possibly compromise with it being maybe being just 5 hours. He told me that his friends were going to a game store for pre-release and then playing D&D after, so they would need the full 10 hours. And I let him know that he needs to be realistic and understand that it's not fair to take our only form of transportation to go hang out with his friends for 10 hours while I'm here with my special needs brother. It's not fair to either of us. He ended up getting upset and telling me that he didn't go out the last 2 Saturdays, so he deserves time to spend with his friends, even though I had nothing to do with him not going the last 2 Saturdays. It was due to the fact that one of his friends was out of state visiting family. I'm irritated. We've been married for 7 years, and when he argues with me like this, I feel like a mom telling her kid that he can't hang out with his friends, and it really shouldn't be that way in a marriage. Am I being a bitch for wanting him to be realistic about how much time he spends with his friends? Love, I feel like there's something more going on here. Like a lot more. Like I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like there's a sudden switch up. He's always hanging out like I don't know. I would say a sudden switch up like that and a valid need to use the car. You can't Uber that day. You're already going to a pre-release, which means you're already going to spend money. Why not just spend money for transportation? I'm very confused. People in the comments are saying it's not the hanging out with friends that's the problem. It's the being at home without transportation. That's the problem, right? And I don't think that's fair for the OP. Like, I've been a stay-at-home mom, and it was definitely horrible to not be able to go where I needed to. Let me tell you guys, we are a one car household. It's just what has worked for us. But I will tell you, it is very stressful whenever an emergency does happen. Okay. Like when my car got totaled, that was very scary. One time, I was home alone. Slappa was at work, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on with me, but I just had like a blood pressure spike of like 200 something over 180 something. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go to the hospital, and I could feel the blood pumping through my veins. That's how bad my blood pressure was, you guys. Like, it was weird. I had to call my cousin to take me to the emergency room. My cousin, who lives literally an hour away from me, because I didn't have a car. Okay. And then when I got out of the hospital at like 3 a.m., I had to Uber home, and it was kind of low key scary because it was an Uber driver taking me to my house where I was alone at 3 a.m. And you know me, I always listen to my father. My dad said that nothing good happens after 3 a.m. So I already don't want to be out at 3 a.m. You don't feel good. You've been in the hospital. Anything could have happened, and it would have happened, and I would have had no energy to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's scary to not have a car, okay? People are suggesting that she drop him off. People are suggesting that somebody pick him up and drop him off or whatever. But the way that he's vehemently saying no, it feels suspicious because he's declining every single viable option. You don't trust your friends driving? I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave early? Fine. I get it. But there's also Uber, there's Lyft, there's taxis. You know what I'm saying? There's so many more options than just taking the car. That's why it feels so suspicious. Also, guys, if you see me touching my face a lot, it's because I was touching cake and then cat hair all over my face, and my face has makeup on it. So now I have little cat hairs and makeup all over my face. Anyway, listen, OP, I'm going to get off my soapbox, but I can't wait to hear other people's comments and thoughts about this, because I just don't feel good about that. And maybe we've read so many Reddit stories and we're kind of jaded. You know what I'm saying? There's a light age gap red flag happening. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel good. There's a sudden switch up all the sudden, you know what I mean? And then he like got angry at you and low key blamed you for him not getting to go out 2 Saturdays in a row. It feels weird. It feels weird. I would come to Reddit too. I'm not gonna lie to you. But honestly, I wouldn't be in this situation because I'd be playing Magic too. But all right, guys, I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think? And I think I'll be watching out to see if I find an update for this one, because what the fuck, you guys, right? I love you guys. I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts, and I'll catch y'all later. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.